Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Resident Evil 4. In the last part, Leon shot this guy. Or did he? You'll have to look for an actual walkthrough if you want to find out. Nya. Well, anyway. We're up to this area, and if you're familiar with this game at all, you should know this is the one chapter you get to play as Ashley. A lot of people, actually, in spite of how you may think, really like this area because they call it the last true survival horror area in this region. And I gotta question that, but at the same time, it is definitely a good change of pace for what's going on. I mean, thrilling action is always good, but if you can do something that makes you appreciate having guns, you know, that's always nice. Alright, doing this with a regular handgun is tricky, but possible. The biggest thing you're going to be fighting against is Leon's shaky hands. But you can do it. Anyway, after rescuing Ashley, gotta deal with the Zealots. They'll come from the left side, if I'm not mistaken. Shooting these guys from... This is probably the... As far as pure like protective areas, this is actually a very simple mission, and you actually have a very good advantage comparatively to some other versions of this that I've seen, because Ashley will move once you knock her away from the people capturing her. She will actually basically reset to a position, you know, right there. And guess what? None of the enemies are trying to kill her. Some of the enemies are trying to shoot you, but
locked. I can't open it.
But none of them are trying to kill her. Alright, and now you see the guy with the key. Alright. Alright. Now Ashley should get up and walk all the way back. So yes, damage reset. Or should I say progress reset. Alright, the archers are going to be the biggest problem here. If you don't kill the archers or the red guy in time... fuck. Ashley will take... Or Ashley will... if you don't take out the archers in time, you're going to get a bit too many enemies on your tail. Alright, I believe that's... Oh, no! Okay. Alright. Trying to get headshots from this distance is tricky. And... iffy. Ooh, alright. So yes, Ashley will immediately notice when there are no enemies and run up to the key and open that locked door. Or I should say that locked door. Time for the Ashley chapter. Ashley will start out with no items, but don't worry, she can collect some as you go, and I think you can collect 2 green herbs. Most of the enemies, there are ways to run away from them, or in fact trap them where they cannot hurt you. So anyway, got yellow herb, which at this stage means very, very little. And what's interesting about Ashley is she actually her health will reflect how much health you may have raised on her. For example, notice how it is exactly 1 notch above the mid health, which is actually what I raised it. I raised it up to 1 notch. So anyway, and whoa, I didn't even know you could go through that table. Must be some weird difference. Anyway, there are a bunch of lanterns here that you can throw at the Zealot, and it will hit him and break on him, causing him to catch fire. It will usually take 2 to kill them, but I've noticed sometimes that you can do it in 1. Alright, collect the spinel or spinal. And over here is a lever to open that door. These guys also have really long calls, like they'll take a long time to really chase after you. And anyway, once you got the attention of both of them, you can play a little trick to get them trapped and have basically all the time in the world to do what you need to do. Alright. Once you're here, crawl on the other side, go back into this area, and throw the lever. Both guys will have no way to get across, and you'll have all the time in the world. So anyway, we've gotten most of the jewels here already, but I think there's one more right by this lantern. But you're going to want to be tricky or want to be careful with some of these lanterns, because if you... Sometimes the AI will just glitch and she'll throw them on herself. See if this happens. Nope. Ashley will auto-aim and throw. They will almost always hit the guys unless they're running. And now that they're together, you can actually do pretty sweet double damage. Oh, dang it. Okay. That was strange. She, like, threw it to the world into in-between worlds. Wow. I've run out of lanterns, but whatever. I guess I can't kill them. I can't remember whether or not they will drop items. I would think they would, because these are still enemies that have the same programming as when you're Leon. It's just that when... it's just, you know, their animations are a little bit differently. And in fact, Ashley's is programmed the same way Leon is. So if you can somehow get your opponent down to a knee, she will actually suplex them and kick, and even like stun them. She will suplex and kick them like Leon would, but I'm not sure how to do that. And I've only seen that in videos where they trigger it some other way. Alright. Anyway, go into this little room. And this is the only document in all of Ashley's region. It's a butler's memo. And here is the puzzle thing. All we have to do is find something to put in the center of it, and we'll be fine. Okay. The enemy will never be able to get past there, and you can just run. Now, for this region, Ashley will miraculously just bring a flashlight from absolutely nowhere, and try to explore this little unexplored little piece of happiness. Anyway, in order to be able to reach the area we need to, you need to hit 3 switches sequentially. That. Alright, and remember to pick this up. It's a puzzle piece. And hit that. We'll open up that. But you'll close the previous one. Not that it matters much, because now there's another way opening. And besides that, you could probably climb over that bench and then just go in between those pillars, but whatever. Wait, collect the gold coins. Collect the velvet blue. No music, which is actually... I can't really tell whether it's helping the eerie... Oh, music's back. Yeah. I guess you don't really notice the music until you realize it's gone. Or really realize it wasn't there, I should say. So anyway, here are some knights who look very, very nice. Alright. I'm not sure if it's the way they animated it for this, but it always looked like they slashed Ashley's skirt so that the left side is longer than the right. I don't know whether this is some attempt to make it look sexier by making it look as if it's always about to show her or whatever. But whatever. Anyway, you can rearrange the pieces. People have been stuck on this for a while, but here is the very easy solution from the beginning. Left one, the corners, and just keep going the corners in a clockwise motion, and you'll always get the crest. Put the missing puzzle piece in there, and you open the door. Now once again, we are surrounded by wonderful knights. So remember, Be prepared. You can open up a lot of the things here. Leave this for last. And collect more. Gold bangles. Alright, and I think that's actually it. There may be something on the table, but alright. Now, we have found the Salazar family insignia that can fit directly into the lever. Ooh, and we found something else. Looks like we can't escape until we get it. And that is the serpent ornament. You gotta use this to move on. In fact, I wonder how Leon was planning to move on if he couldn't find it. You gotta run for the door as fast as you can to be able to avoid all of the attacks from those guys. And be prepared to quit to take some very, very hard quick time events in this one. So anyway, they let you pick up Ashley's skirt multiple times. But you're going to want to be very careful here, because if you weren't fast enough, those guys might be chasing you. But thankfully, I don't think they can ever catch up with you as long as you keep moving. They are very slow knights after all. After all, these guys are just sitting down. They're very stiff. Anyway, we got the 2 puzzle pieces. One for Leon and one for our escape. So we can move on. Alright, round hole in the center. That was our family insignia. And it'll let her turn. Oh yeah, that's a real necessary angle. So was that one. Anyway. Take some of the treasure. And you'll be taken along this long hallway to be told that that is it for this part of Let's Play Resident Evil 4. See you guys next time when we take on what I think is actually the longest chapter in the game. See you guys then.